Check and test, still checking and testing. 1, 2, and 3. Check and test. You're good. That's a good sign. Excellent.
Neil, could you turn the AC down a little bit? Yeah, make it not so cold. And likewise, good morning, Neil, and everyone. Thank you. My name is Paul Dalzell, and I am the worship coordinator of this, the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Charleston. Welcome all of you, our members, our friends, and I don't see any first-timers here, but if there were any, we would welcome you and thank you for joining us. If you are new to UUC, I'm sure you will find us an open, accepting congregation. We are guided by the 7 principles that you see around you. Love is the power that holds us together and is at the center of our shared values. Inseparable from one another, these shared values are justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity. When we gather to worship in this place of sanctuary, we shape what is of worth to us. To gather in community, to sit together, to sing together, to listen, to find peace, and to provide service. Please know we welcome you, whoever you are. I don't have any real announcements today, but let's thank all of our volunteers and staff who have worked so hard to make Sundays happen. And I'm going to give a special shout out to Paul and Maddie, this is our first virtual service with Don remotely. And we have piped in music due to circumstances beyond our control. So they have really gone to bat this morning and for this service. So let's do a round. Thank you. Thank you. Henry will now light our chalice as I read our chalice lighting words. Whoops. Once again, we kindle the flame, a bowl of fire that will attend whatever happens next in this room. This candle will do its job, whatever we decide to do with this hour. It will burn bright as we share in word and laughter, silence and song. It will be quiet and patient. Let this chalice be lit in memory of all those who once sat in this room, the ancestors that kindled bowls of fire all their own. Let this chalice be lit for those who are yet to come, the ones that are like us, are in search of a kind word and a people hungry for justice. And let this chalice be lit for you and me, that we may be open and aware of one another right here, right now. This bowl of light has a job to do, and so do we. And now, please rise in body, spirit, and voice as you are able for our hymn for gathering, number 108 in the gray hymnal. Everyone needs to sing because we are lacking a little bit, but there will be a video to help us, me, not sound so bad. So. This will definitely be a service that will need some patience and some laughter and good humor.
My life flows on in endless song above its lamentation. I hear the reel, the fall of tune that
Do what? Tell him that we're starting? Okay. Don, it's time for the story for all ages.
It's not it. Check. Not here. There. Right. Just check yes. The issue is that I'm seeing the mute icon for both the UU congregation and UUCM2. They're both muted according to these icons. Okay? UU Universalist congregation is now open, correct? I'm still not hearing anything. Okay. Um, Okay. So I am on camera evidently. Um, sorry, folks, I was waiting on some audio from your end. So thank you for the cues, Paul. We will go right ahead. Get more. Um, all righty. Sorry to hold you up. I was expecting different cues. We'll get it out. Not to worry. So let me just go back with a few things here because I'm getting back on the groove. So first of all, greetings everybody. And if we haven't met, I do indeed serve this fine congregation as contract minister, which means that I'll be with this fine folk until July 2025. For many of us raised here in Central Appalachia, stories are the stuff of life. Funny stories, sad stories, stories about nature. Some of us even think stories. Wherever we are, whatever the topic, a good story is our way of being in the world. There are many reasons to pass our stories on to our children, first and foremost, because the art of storytelling is their rightful inheritance, a way of being in the world, a way of talking and organizing life, talking about organizing life. So this morning I want to share a story about beginnings and middles and endings, about memories, how memories can last even if someone we love gets sick or dies. So again, I haven't got a visual here, folks, so I'm not really sure how much of the book is going to be on screen. Hello, I am now hearing myself. Okay, so bear with me here. I'm going to try to get the photos to you at least. This, by the way, it was written by Mary Sabina Russo. Mary Sabina Russo. When I was born, my grandma came to see me with her boyfriend. She she snuck him into the room by telling the nurse he was my grandfather. Mama got mad at Grandma. Abe is not Sarah's grandfather, said Mama. You only met him last month. Every baby needs a grandpa, said Grandma. When I was christened, Abe came to my party. Mama let him hold me. Abe held me up against his sweater. I've never held such a tiny baby, he said. Then I spit up on his shoulder and just laughed and laughed. On my first birthday, I started to cry when everyone sang Happy Birthday. Don't cry, little pumpkin, said Grandma. I have good news for you. Abe and I are getting married. You're going to have a grandpa. When I was 2, Abe gave me a soft white teddy bear with a black nose and a book and a puzzle. You're spoiling her, said Mama. I have to spoil Sarah, said Abe. She's my only grandchild. When I was 3, my favorite food was spaghetti. So was Abe's. We both ate it with sauce. We both got sauce down our chins and sometimes on our shirts. Mama, Grandma, and Daddy couldn't believe how much we ate. Sarah, you sure take after your grandpa, said Grandma. When I was 4, Abe kept finding candy behind my right ear. Whoops, there's another cone, he said. Another one, he said, catching a peppermint candy and giving it to me. I tried and tried, but I only felt my hair behind my ear. When I was 5, Mama played music. Grandma and Abe danced around the living room. Your turn, Sarah, said Abe, taking my arm. He spun me around and round. Then when the music stopped, I felt dizzy and silly. Abe was out of breath. When I was 6, Abe drew a picture of a circus clown and then an elephant and a juggler. Then he drew a picture of me in a ballerina's tutu. I hung all the pictures on the wall next to my bed. When I was 7, Abe did magic tricks for all my friends. He made cards disappear and eggs rolled out of his sleeve. Everybody oohed and awed, and then Abe taught us his magic thumb trick. He could do it all. We could do it all by the end of the party. When I was 8, I invited Abe and Grandma to my school for Grandparents' Day. They sat in the back of the classroom with all the other grandparents. And when the teacher called on him, Abe stood up and said, "My name is Abe, and I am Sarah's grandpa." He was the best looking grandpa of all, and I was very proud of him. When I was 9, something terrible happened. One morning, Abe died. Grandma called us, and Mama cried, and Daddy hugged Mama. I didn't believe it, not at all. We went to Grandma's apartment. Abe's glasses were still on the night table. Abe's comb was in the bathroom. The wooden box for pencils that I had painted for him for Christmas was sitting on the desk. Mom got a shopping bag and filled it with Abe's things. "What are you doing?" I asked. "It makes Grandma too sad." "But that stuff all belongs to Grandpa Abe," I said. "Sarah, Grandpa Abe is dead," said Mama. We stayed with Grandma that night and the next, and I slept in Grandma's bed right next to her. Usually Grandma snores, but I didn't hear any snoring. And at the funeral, Grandma cried and cried. She squeezed my hand. I didn't cry. I couldn't believe my Grandpa Abe was dead. Later at Grandma's, I sat on her bed while Grandma changed into her slippers. The closet door was open. I could see Abe's sweaters neatly stacked on a shelf. "May I have one of Grandpa Abe's sweaters?" I asked. "Of course, darling," said Grandma. I pulled out a blue sweater. It smelled like Abe. I put it on. It reached to my knees. "I'm going to keep this on forever," I said. Grandma took my hand. "Let's go have some cake and milk," she said. We walked into the kitchen. Everyone was sitting around the table talking about Abe. I did Abe's magic thumb trick, and Grandma smiled and then kissed me on the cheek. So, folks, that's the story. That's the story that was left to us. And it's about essence. It's about somebody leaving us. And I'll say more about that in just a few minutes. I'm finished with that part, Paul.
We gather together in worship, whether in person or virtually, to connect with the greater good, to do good, and to be better. Part of that is sharing our joys, our celebrations, our sorrows, our concerns, our peace, our help, and our needs. Spiral Moon Grove had an excellent celebration of Mabon, the autumnal equinox. We celebrated our Thanksgiving with 21 people attending. It's great. Joy for the Leadership meeting yesterday. New directions to help us. And a long-awaited trip to Philadelphia to visit my sister was great, said someone. And Mary says, working day shift. Week something off for May. Yeah, sorry. Okay. I would like to mention that that Thursday we had the Save a Life Day, which, as many of you may remember, we've mentioned it many times now. It was 35 states now. It was every state east of the Mississippi, plus 5. They added another one in the last week. And somewhere north of 100,000 doses were passed out over that area. Here in Kanawha County, well over 6,100 doses, over 6,000 right here in Kanawha County were passed out. Those are hard numbers. So all potentially life saved, you know, it's amazing. And now, prepare the offertory, Paul. And we'll be going back to Don. He'll take us through the meditation. I did just
Hi again, everybody. My apologies. I'm used to working in a different format and platform with the congregation out at Arizona. And it's just not the